world in a way. Our rabbi just mentioned something very interesting. We just had the flood, Noah. And we just had this Shabbos that Sodom, who was turned upside down. The Welt dreht sich über, completely. A mabul. In all of a sudden, in the same time, because according to the Torah, B'yedzayin b'cheshvan nikvi kol minus. The flood came in 17 days on Cheshvan. Mamish in our time now. Does it have any connection here? Is there any connection between those? But when you're looking at the portions of the week, in this week's, we see exactly two opposites in the world. All of a sudden we're seeing Avraham Avinu, this most beautiful person, who's full of chesed. All his life is only chesed. And at the same time we see, give a look, Sodom, the opposite of the opposite. Just exactly the opposite. What is Sodom? The worst of the worst. If Chas v'sholem, someone had a guest, they would get him out and kill him. What do you mean you're doing achnasas orchim? That was the symbol of Avraham. Correct? Same times, when it comes to the Mabel, people became so terrible. Each one ruining Gazla and Hamas. One taking away the bread from others. People ruining each other in the worst way. All of a sudden shines up the Avraham Avinu and opens our minds. What is Noach in Etzem? What is Noach? Noach zeya nachmeinu memasi yodeinu. Noach came, the one person, the only person with a little calm understanding, having tolerance to each other, having a little tolerance. A bissel of menschlichkeit. This is oilom chesed yibane. This is the world God created. The Heilige Rebbe Elimelech says something extremely interesting. Sure, we say hamavdil ben kodesh lechol, ben Yisroel lo amim. Sure, there is something. We're defining human beings. Sure, there is Yidden and there is non-Jews. Wonderful people, beautiful people. There is all kind of people. Now, hamavdil, fine. That's beautiful, but we still have to be the most beautiful. Zog der Rebbe Elimelech in Sefer Noam Elimelech, the reason that God is listening to a tzaddik's tefillah, to the prayers of a tzaddik, because only a emes tzaddik can love every person in the world, doesn't matter how good and bad. And the reason for it is, because the closer you get to Hashem, God created the world with love. And the closer you get to Hashem, you will love everything in His creation. And when you reach that level to love every person, doesn't matter whoever, go ye, does not make a difference, then you're getting in God's level, and God will listen to you. This is what Rebbe Elimelech writes. It's something I always tell people. If Reb Shlomo would say, people would say, you know what? Oh, it's a little too much. But the Heilige Rebbe Elimelech writes that in his Sefer.